Okay, hello everyone, this is Mr. Muncie, Bouncing Equations. Things get crazy. In today's video, we're going to be looking at equations that are a little bit more advanced in balancing. Don't worry, it's not as hard as it looks once you get used to it, so be sure to take good Cornell notes, rewind, stop, and all that if you have to, and let's go ahead and get started. My best advice, just hang in there, okay? You'll be fine. Breathe. Breathing? Okay. So let's get a look at this problem. Most of us should have in math by now had something of this type before. With the exception that this is now chemistry, should look vaguely familiar. So, just like every other time, we've started by figuring out how much of each element we have on both sides. So let's go ahead and do that. So looking at this side, it looks like we'll start with Hg. Mercury, we only have one of them. Okay, now I know you probably see that subscript. The subscript does not affect this element because it is outside the parentheses. Now you see we have parentheses for the first time. So when we have a subscript outside parentheses, the subscript only affects what's in the parentheses. Okay, now if we have a coefficient, which we'll get to later, we're going to have some multiplication going on as well. But for right now, we only have a subscript that's going to only affect what's in parentheses. So we have two oxygens in here and two hydrogens in here. But that's not all. Also, we have to see that we also have hydrogens and oxygens later on the same side of the equation. So we have to add that all together. Okay, make sure you're writing this down and remembering this. Okay, so we have two oxygens here, but we also have four right here. So 2, 4, we have 6 oxygens on this side. And we have 2 plus 3, we have 5 hydrogens on this side. And luckily, just one of those, pretty easy to get that one. And then on this side, we have 3. Again, so subscript is only affecting that. Now we have parentheses again, so we have 2 of those guys. But then we have 2 times 4, so we're multiplying our subscripts. We have 8 oxygen, but we also have 1 right here, so we actually have 9 oxygen, and we only have 2 hydrogen. Okay, so this is where things can get a little bit hard when balancing because you have to make a couple choices. One is where to begin, and 2, it's going to be where do I want to put the coefficient. So for example, I see that I have hydrogen that I'd like to bring up, but actually hydrogen is not a great example. Let's see, which one's a good example? Well, if I was to modify oxygen right here, do I want to add it on this side or do I want to add it over here? Okay, so you have to make these decisions, and through time and practice you'll see which way you should go. But for right now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start on the easiest one. I'm going to start on Mercury because I just know that since I have 1, if I times it by 3, that'll equal the same amount on the other side. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put a 3 here. Always try to find the easiest one if you can to modify. And so that's immediately going to change that to a 3. But it's also going to change everything else. So I have 2 oxygens, but I have 3 of those O2s, so that's going to be 3 times 2. I have 6 oxygen, plus the 4 right here, I have 10 oxygens. I also have 2 hydrogen times 3, I have 6 hydrogen, plus these 3, so I have 9 of these guys. Okay. That's messed up things a little bit more, but then again, they weren't balanced in the first place, so I can handle that. So let's see. I can mess with this guy because, again, 1 times 2 will equal 2, so let me go ahead and get 2 of them. So I have hydrogen. Hydrogen 3 times 2, so that would be 6 hydrogen. Plus the 6 I have over here. I actually have 12 now. So notice how I can keep on changing it, no worries. I have the 2, which is what I was wanting to do, and I have 8 oxygen plus 6 oxygen. I have 14 oxygen. Yikes. Okay, looks messy, but we'll keep on moving. So these guys at least look balanced for the moment. These guys look balanced. I noticed that I have oxygen and hydrogen that are not balanced. Let's see. It's hard for me to think about what times what could get, with 9 could get to 14. It's not going to really happen. But I do see that it's really easy to think about 2 times what will equal 12. Well, 2 times 6. I only have hydrogen in one spot, so I'm going to put that 6 there. So 2 times 6 is 12. But it also is going to affect my oxygen, so now I have 6 oxygen plus the 8 right here. I have 14. That actually worked out for me. I didn't even have to think about the oxygens too hard. And now I'm completely balanced. Well, perfect. Okay, so as you see, it is a little bit of a game. You can cross out multiple times, and you know, just to be honest, guys, this isn't my first time trying to make this video. I've already tried to solve this problem actually a video ago, and I realized that I was doing it the wrong way. So good luck. Take your time. Remember, you can erase it. And if you guys have any questions, come see Miss Evans or I. Until then, this is Mr. Muncie signing out.